Yeah, you're not going to get a lot of 5+3 casual. No, but nobody's in the challenge thing here. Most people do the quick pairing. But there's no quick pairing for... Is there for casual? Can you do a quick pairing casual game? Custom. Yeah, I mean, that's all it is. Putting her in a challenge out there. 5+3 casual. We can try. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get a game here. Strange that you don't see yourself on the list. I thought you used to, actually. Astrobate, are you with us? For us or against us? Looks like I have to refresh my Twitch. Hopefully it's functioning. We have sound. Thanks for the gift subs yesterday. So, please support the stream if you can. Aspie, much thanks for the gift subs. He donated some gift subs yesterday. Oliver Fab. Well, just for a warm-up game he's playing already. 10+0. Bogachog. I'm trying to find casual games, but there's not a lot to go around. Here's one. 5-0, but Whoa. 2200 rapid. Apart from direct mistakes, there's nothing more ruinous than routine play. Ruinous and routine. Alright, this guy, whatever. Forget it. That's great. Why click on my challenge if you're not going to make a move? Majula 7-7. That's very likely a Hungarian. You're thinking that 2:30 was the start. You mean 2:30 a.m.? Pacific time? Weird openings Wednesday. Boom. Ah, the D3. So this guy must be a hardcore, like, King's Indian attack player to play that. Okay, D3 is not a bad move, objectively, but taking that bishop takes H6 probably is not a great move. Dark square detector. Dark square detector detected some weaknesses. Ooh. Are you kidding me? V3 makes it worse. I would think Queen C1 would have been the move there. He's not going to be able to hold his dark squares. I don't think he's going to be able to hold his dark squares together for very long. Is this too much of an adventure? Should I have played Queen B4 check? No. This feels very materialistic. That's another pawn. Another pawn in the pawn kitty. We could, however, just play D6 and try to break up his center. Yo, Yuho, what's up? Yuho. Queen D4 was my move. Authorized. Authorization. Everybody gather around. We've got people in the stream. Yuho, Miro, Astrobate showed up. Finally. Yeah, White's getting dismantled. I'm not sure he's quite a 2100, but you never know how people react to this. Knight h6. Sometimes like relatively good players sort of melt down and turn into screaming babies when you play something outside their normal comfort zone. He might in fact not be that bad of a player, just not good at reacting to offbeat stuff. We're just 2 pawns up for nothing. Although that one over there isn't. This one isn't really great. And he's fast. Everybody's fast. Fast is the new thoughtful. I was going to play bishop c7, but changed my mind here. Fast is the new slow. Look how fast he is. Boom, boom. Like the moves just keep coming. Walking out, it's minus 20 degrees Celsius. Does your phone seriously freeze? Now check it out. Yeah, for a second there I was getting kind of nervous. He was disoriented in the opening, absolutely, and now he seems to be suddenly not that bad. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Losing my pawns back. But there's more to life than pawns. I gave both my pawns back for 7th rank invasion. Still not that clear that I'm winning here. I thought electronics like cold temperatures. But I guess there's a limit, right? Computers like cold. I don't know about phones. Miro would know. Right? Right. Alaska, Finland, basically the same thing. So the battery just stops working. Interesting. So I have bishop f6 here. There's no defense. Oops, I dropped a bishop. Look how fast they are. He can't defend the c3 pawn with anything, and he's getting mated. Actually, he's not mated. But he might as well be. No, he's still got defenses here. I guess I should think about what I'm going to do next. I'm going to have to win with my extra pawn. I'm almost in a mating net myself. He's got the bishop and the knight coordinating. Control these squares. That's another solution. Jeez. What is this guy's deal? Can't believe it. This is sudden death, 5-0. That's an even better move. Wow. I'm gonna lose on time to this guy. I think it's like a casual warm-up game. Yeah, he like barely could move the pieces in the beginning, and now he's like slaughtering me. That's pretty weird, dude. Check him out. Like, look at this. B3? Really? E5? I mean, and then he's like a genius at the end. I don't know, man. This is why I don't play people with... This is why I don't play people with not enough games. There's something very suspicious about that. I'm like completely winning. But at the end, he's like a genius. He makes the moves instantly. How could the same player who played the first 5 moves be capable of like crushing me with perfect moves at the end like that? That's extremely strange, dude. Honestly. This is why I absolutely refuse to play people without rated games. He's 2,500 in puzzles. Yeah. I don't know, maybe he's not suspicious, but for me it's like, how could you possibly be the same player? Well, he wasn't cheating, clearly, until the end. Like, he becomes like a bullet master. It's weird. I couldn't find a way to mate him, and I was like losing on time. You know, I'm +5, but I have time problem, and I don't see a way to mate him here. This is a very frustrating position. I had to play some kind of, you know, defensive move. No, it was a casual game. I was just screwing around, but it just I can't rectify how the same player played such moves. How could this player play this position? It's amazing. It's only plus. It's minus 2.8 after 6 moves. He's made no piece moves, and he's minus 2.8. It's like a total noob who can't move the pieces, or something. And then at the end, he's like a master. That's pretty weird. Anyway, all right. Yeah, that's like the first time I've ever lost with a 3 a.m. defense, I think. Whatever. I wouldn't play the guy I rated game, that's for sure. You don't know, people are weird. It's not a good idea to go there and play in the quick pairing pool. But I won't play people with less than 100 games. I would normally not play him. Alright. The 3M is invincible. I was plus 2.8 after 6 moves. It's hard to resolve that the guy is mating me with instant moves at the end. The same player who has minus 3 after 6 moves. That doesn't seem right, you know. Anyway, we still don't have any challenges. Chazake. Alright, well, I just woke up, so. I was just concerned about getting mated. I didn't see I was going to drop my bishop. But he certainly saw it quickly. But again, like, no good player could get that position after 6 moves. I thought he was like a 1200 after 6 moves. Time for the real 6 a.m. I don't have to play that every game. I have... Alright. It's hard for me to like adjust from a player who I 1 minute I think he's 1200, and the next minute he's like a master. I was on 1200 mode, and then the guy is like, okay. Yeah, this is a good question what we do here. I played this against you. It's one of White's better moves. It was interesting what you did. Well, basically we play a weird Caro-Kann with c6. Probably I should take. I usually take on e4. You didn't mess up. Usually take on e4. Oh, okay, we transpose to a kind of advanced Caro-Kann. You've got good pressure on the d5 here. I can't really justify... I don't know if I can justify playing c5 this early. So we'll just transpose. I mean, it's basically like just transposing to a Gurgenidze. My other problem with playing that guy was like I'm playing him 5-0. I don't do 5-0 here on the stream. When I got down to about 30 seconds, I realized it was no increment. That's too late. It's too late to realize you have no increment when you have 30 seconds left. I figured I was going to lose on time anyway. Okay, anyway. A sizable repertoire. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I guess we should play f6. The rat. Right now the engine is probably saying like White is better by plus 2.5 here. That last game was 5+0. I didn't realize till he had me under a minute that I was gonna have to like basically finish the game in 1 minute. I mean, and I didn't have a mate. I thought I was like just killing him with bishop f6 and it was over. But once I realized he had a way out of that, I was kind of destined to lose on time. The point that it was going to be like forced mate and time no longer was a factor till it was, you know. See, I can do this in increment. I can let my time. I should use my time. Whereas in 5-0, you have to basically keep some money in the bank. I have to maintain like a minute on the clock in case I have to beat him in an endgame or something. I didn't leave myself with any extra time in that last game, even if I hadn't blundered. He would have probably been able to flag me before I could. Even if I could get a winning position, he would have been able to flag me before I could get away. Nice. Castle's queenside. I was actually thinking of leaving my bishop on this diagonal. There's no really good square there. I can hear Uber driver now. Sladgie never castles. But if you castle, you give away your plan. Castling is so committal, you know. I like thinking. This is my bad bishop. You can have it. That's direct. He doesn't care. Now I'm definitely thinking about not castling kingside. Thinking and stinking. I don't know about this position. It's a little rickety. It looks a little dubious. How about f7 for my king? Maybe that's actually the best place. Lots of stuff in the F file. So it doesn't get, you know, the F file's nice and clogged. Right. Sure. Fine by me. Get out of here, buddy. Nice knowing you. Obvious threats, but white has destroyed his pawn structure. With the destroyed pawn structure, you know, you don't really want to trade pieces. You go into an ending. I mean, maybe he's not lost here, necessarily. But I'm sure Magnus would enjoy my position. You know, objectively, queen takes queen, knight takes queen, white's probably okay. All in all, I think white... You do the Pomniachi maneuver. Like, what was it? Knight f4, knight g2. Remember? That was one of the early games. He had this structure against Magnus. And he's chilling there with his, like, knight on g2. Nice. Nice structure. Before the Pomniachi bit the dust. Nope. Nope. Pomniachi. I know I'm mispronouncing it, but it's a pretty difficult name. Pomniachi. It sounds like... it reminds me too much of... What was it? Chia Pets commercials? Someone was asking me last stream, why do I mispronounce the Pomniachi? But it's just easier to say it and it sounds better, you know? The Pomniachi sounds like you're stuttering or something. Everyone says the Pomniachi. It's just easier to say it that way. It's impossible to spell it. Yeah, this is good, dude. Bishop d3 and h4. It looks like white is okay, objectively. You're gonna hold on here with good play. See, I didn't want to do this. I don't want to put my pawns on white squares. You're making me do something I don't want to do. This is not really what I wanted. But I've got to do... Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Right? The worst thing is I'm probably going to have to trade off his, like, weak pawns or something. He's playing great. Chia. Yeah. 2 cheese. That's a lot of cheese. See, I'm trading off his weak pawns. Great. So white is fully okay. He's got a good bishop. Pawns are properly coordinated with bishop. He can trade off his isolated h-pawn. If black's better here, it's only by a very small margin. Monchichi, right, that's the other thing, Monchichi. That's some... That was, what, Chinese or something? What was that? That's a little after my time. Chichichia. Yeah, someone criticized me for mispronouncing the Pomniachi. Sorry. As Tranquilizer says, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, the name's impossible to say. I'm gonna just mispronounce it on purpose. I tried writing it last week. That was like hopeless. Oh man, I'm not liking this anymore. Zizek is not the first time he's had a good game for the position. Man, he has a good position despite the bad structure here. Wei has chances. That's probably not your best move. You had rook e5, which is interesting, and f5. F5 looks really good. But rook h1, I don't think that floats. We all float down here. As Pennywise the Clown would say. White might be floating now. Yeah, I mean, things have changed a little bit. Black might be better again. Even so, it's hard for me to make progress. What a night. Oh, what a night. There's that disco song. Oh my god, you're gonna flag me? He's flagging me. Your d4 pawn was just hanging. What am I doing? Oh my god, you're a flagger. Tizzik, I didn't know you were a flagger. He's a flagger. Flagrant flagger. Played like a genius. I'm not even sure the final position is good for me. I'm threatening rook e1 check, but you just play king g2 or king d2. Even after you made like a million mistakes, you're probably still not lost. Because I made so many mistakes too. Whew, we're playing badly this morning. Yeah, it's equal. Guys, we are not playing well. I lost the first warm-up game, and now I totally messed this up. Frankly, I thought you were better at some point. This is interesting. I think you make a mistake with bishop h6, though. Computer doesn't agree. Well, it's not the best move. It's not a blunder, but... You shouldn't trade pieces in this position, even though your bishop sucks. It's still an exchange of pieces. I think the computer is right. I thought bishop h6 was a mistake. Nepomniachtchi. Are you serious? Dude, look how it's spelled. It's like Nepomniachtchi. Alright, Hey It's Miro and Rikpun is here. It's harder to say than my name. Everyone mispronounces my name. It's not that complicated. Well, you know, it's not calculation skills, Tizek. You know, on the contrary, it's strategic ideas. You have a compromised position long term based on pawn structure, but you have space, and my king is not 100% safe. Normally, trading that bishop is the right idea in an attacking type of position. But if you trade too many pieces, the danger is if you trade too many pieces, I think, you know, you end up in an endgame where you don't have an attack and your structure's worse. I admit that's a really interesting position. I mean, it is a bad bishop on e3. You're not crazy to make that move. I've made worse bishop h6 moves. It's too late. Yeah, well, Nepo, I would look, before we start on this game, I just want to say this about the match. Nepomniachtchi did something that I do a lot, which is not creating enough imbalance. I think that his whole match strategy shouldn't have been based on trying to play solid. It should have been based on trying to create more imbalanced situations, you know, and he totally failed to do that. If anyone was trying to create a little bit of imbalance, it was like Magnus. Basically, you know, imagine if the Nepomniachtchi could get Magnus to play an opposite side castling position where like there's a race to attack each side, you know, and whoever lands the first attack wins or something. Imagine that, you know. No, I think he just failed to try to play positions where there's imbalance or create imbalance in positions where he has a chance to imbalance the game. Playing balanced positions, essentially, which is what he did, very balanced positions, totally favors Magnus. You know, Magnus is great at playing like safe, balanced, you know, sane positions. But if he had managed to try to create some kind of imbalances more often, you know, he might have had a chance. I think it was just really, really bad match strategy, and then he basically lost, you know, he just like lost all his confidence when he started losing. But I think you can't blame it on just, oh, okay, you know, he fell apart because he made a blunder. I think he had bad match strategy, the wrong openings. You know, I would totally like do it all over again in a completely different way if I was the Nepomniachtchi. Right, a King's Gambit or something like that. Exactly. Create imbalance. Opposite side castling. Sacrificing material. Creating a material imbalance. You know, anything to imbalance the game. Imbalance pawn structures. There are many different ways you can try to create imbalance, but balanced positions, almost all the games are very balanced, except for the Catalan, where he was, you know, Magnus was trying to create imbalance. All right, let's go. No, but yeah, he'll attack. I don't know what he'll do today. Maybe he just wants it to end, you know. Sometimes Ripun, you just want it to be over. He'll maybe half-heartedly try and then agree to a draw, and the match will be over, basically. He's obviously psychologically beaten, and it might have even been as early as the first loss. So Ripun's claiming Sergei Karyakin was the only one who helped Nepomniachtchi? Well, he didn't do a very good job. Karyakin, in fact, put up an amazing world championship. But he's a different player. I don't know. Right. I bet you get good odds if you bet on that Asterbait. You remember that Karyakin is a very experienced player. He's basically like a veteran at the age of 30. He's probably played as many tournament games as like Boris Gelfand. And he's like 15 years, 20 years younger. Karyakin has immense experience for a young player. I feel like I had the exact same game the other day. I'm pretty sure I had the exact same game. And at the time, I was way more skeptical of Black's play. But with the great Miro playing, I'm a little bit concerned. Is this a real setup for Black? At the time, I was playing some random, a rando, and I thought, okay, he doesn't know what he's doing. But now, literally the last time I played this, I think I had the exact same position. What did black do? Oh, he like unprovoked took here or something horrible? No, I know what it was. He let me take on f4. Okay, so similar. There was something like this. Bishop takes f4, bishop f3, king f3. I don't know that knight d7 was the exact move my other opponent played. Bishop f4, bishop f3, king f3. Bishop f4, bishop f3, king f3, g5. It's very similar, but not quite the same as the other game. I keep feeling I'm gonna hang a piece there. Should I try king g2, maybe? King d2? Since he doesn't have, what, knight c6? There's no pressure on this pawn. I don't know why that matters, though. I mean, the nice thing about king d2 is that my bishop can move now. I'm actually kind of surprised that the 136 moves was the longest game in the history of the World Championship. You'd think there would have been at least another game that was that long. I mean, how many World Championship games have been played? You know what really bothers me? I don't know why I have this, like, Maurice annoys me, you know? Maurice sits there between them at the press conference like he's so important or something. Like, what is he, the king of chess or something? He looks more important than they do. Like, he's sitting there like the king on the throne. There's something so freaky about that press conference thing. Why is Maurice so important? He sits there in the center, like, it's all about him. It's so weird. You have to get interviewed by Maurice. Sometimes I forget that Maurice is actually a grandmaster. He's objectively not really stronger than me. I never really thought he was. He's a good player, but not great. He actually tied with me when I tied for first in Foxwoods. My best result. That's about the last time he played, like, seriously. He competitively played. Literally. It was 2001 when we tied Maurice and myself and like 6 other GMs. That was pretty much the end of his playing career. Yeah, he's sitting there. He looks like he's like the referee or something. That's what it reminded me of. He's sitting between them. Like he's a referee. Seriously. It's so weird. I'm surprised that Yasser and Jennifer Shahadi didn't get in on that action. Dude, there's no way like he should be sitting there between them in the final press conference. Like, it's so weird. He's not playing for the World Championship. I have nothing against him personally. It's just weird, you know? It just seems so weird. What is he? He's just some commentator. He's not playing in the World Championship. He sits there, and if you don't know any better, you'd think like he was the king of chess or something. You must be getting paid a lot of money to do that commentary. So NBC. But really, like, look at the photo. He's bigger than both of them. And he's right in the middle, like, the focus should be on him. They're, like, on the sides. Man. Okay, what about knight e2? No, it doesn't work. Knight d5. He's got to check on the other side. Yeah, this isn't going to work. I never disliked Maurice personally. It's just the whole spectacle of the thing. I disagree with his views about making chess popular and stuff, though. Man, I think I screwed this up. But maybe not. He's always pushed this, like, making chess faster and faster type of crap. It's ridiculous. The players should be sitting there at the table, not some arbitrary guy who's a commentator. Yeah, he's got a really good gig there. It's amazing. More compassion, sure. These guys have just been through a really difficult chess game. Hayes Miro seriously got confused. The whole spectacle of the thing is ridiculous. So I want to see this opening. I think it's like the first King's Gambit I've won in like the last 5 times I played it. So d6 is very rare. I mean, clearly g5 is a move. But d5 opening it up appears to be the main continuation. You want to try to open it up with my king in the middle. So let's see if this has all been played before. Westrine and Unziker, 1982. I mean, most people tend to like move their queen away earlier. I think that's the move I encounter the most. What does the engine say? Wow, knight e7. And there's only one game with that move ever played. Knight e7, knight f3. Queen h6 is interesting sometimes. Rather than queen h5, I mean, let's check. Let me... No, this would be on my other... I would have played the game anonymously. It's not in here. I had another game. So this is actually correct. Bishop takes f4. King d2 was the best move. Wow. I was very unsure about that. No, it's changing its mind. Now the computer likes queen d2. So this is a tough position. Here, queen h5 was good. And h3 was lame. g6 was best move. Bishop h6 was best move. And now you just simply blundered. So take queen h6. That's what I was afraid of. And I have g3. I don't want to play this, you know, obviously. g3. Nice, interesting position. Okay, repunt and card magician. Why am I black every game? So repunt is definitely challenging me to white. He does that all the time. Anyone notice WGM Udit? Why are you calling her WGM Udit, dude? Come on. The Polgars never ever believed in women's titles. You don't call her WGM Udit. That's bad. That's bad form, Masturbate. She's definitely not WGM Udit. There's a lot of WGMs out there, but she's not one of them. I mean, she's Grandmaster Udit Polgar. We have respect for Udit. She's definitely not a commentator. But it's ridiculous, you know, how come Udit quits playing chess so she could, like, raise a family or whatever, then turn around and she's a commentator? Like, I don't understand, like, quitting chess to have a family and then you're a commentator. Like, play chess. Why did she quit, man? It's ridiculous. That's lame. I'm very disappointed people like Udit and Kramnik are quitting chess. If you have a really legitimate health reason to stop playing, then okay. But you know, the Ivanchuks, the Gelfans, all respect, should keep playing. Udit Polgar is not a commentator. She's a world-class player. Tired of these world-class players trying to steal our commentator jobs. Of course. The other thing I don't really like is this new Udit Polgar is Beth Harmon crap, you know. She's like trying to use this Beth Harmon thing. Or someone is. I don't know who's doing that, but I understand the comparison, but I don't think there's any legitimate connection between the character Beth Harmon and Udit Polgar. They both happen to be women. One is a real one is a character, but I think that's as close as the actual connection goes. It's not like, I really don't think she was the model for this character. But it sounds good for her self-promotion. Udit's never been big on self-promotion, which I appreciate, but she's getting more so since she stopped playing, learning from someone else. I have respect for people who, you know, actions speak louder than words. Kramnik and Polgar shouldn't quit playing. So they have a really legitimate reason to quit. Like, it's a sad statement though. If playing you can't make enough money as a top 10 player in the world, you have to quit to become a commentator or something. If that's the case, then chess is messed up, man. I mean, seriously. Look at Hikaru. Hikaru couldn't make enough money as the top number 2 in the world chess player, so he became a Twitch streamer instead. How sad is that? Like, seriously, think about it for a minute. How sad is that Hikaru has to, like, quit playing chess so he can be a Twitch streamer? He would rather be a Twitch streamer than number 2 in the world chess player, you know? That's pretty sad, man. Seriously. I mean, I dreamed of being as good as someone like that. And they're just, like, not doing it. It's not sad. It's sad. What do you mean it's not sad? But I don't want to be, like, a hedge fund millionaire, man. I wanted to be a chess player. It's sad for chess that you can't make enough money as a player, Juicebox Wizard. That you have to, like, you know, the like 100th best golfer in the world is making tons of money, but you can't even, like, convince, like, the second best chess player in the world to stick with it, you know? It's like, how about generating some sponsorship for chess? It's not sad for Hikaru, man. It's sad for chess. You don't understand what I'm saying. It's sad for chess. You know, that he has to do that to make money. It's sad that the second best player in the world has, you know, can't make tons of money by playing chess. But, you know, Judith Polgar is a commentator and Hikaru is a chess streamer. You can't enjoy the chess circuit. Interesting. Yeah, chess, well, you can sell chess equipment to people. Fancy chess sets. The US Open tennis tournament isn't the same as chess. I understand. I still think it's sad, though. But I never meant, like, sad for Hikaru. I just meant... What I meant was it's sad for chess. It's kind of like politics, like... Being a grifter is where it's at. It's my move here? Whoa. I didn't know it was my move. Are you serious? Yeah, well, point taken, Juicebox Wizard. Tennis and golf attract, like, cigar smoking, whiskey drinking clientele, I guess. No reason we can't smoke cigars and play chess at the Harvard Club while supporting some chess tournaments or something. I don't know. Here we go. What are we doing? Sladgie Palinka. I could have played... I don't know. He's just trying to flag me. I forgot I was playing Repun, honestly. Carlson shirt. Yeah, how many top players have that sponsorship going on? Is he like the only one? I mean, sometimes like these young players from India, I've seen, will have sponsorship. In India, it's a little more common. But Westerners, very rarely. It's not like, I don't know, pick a random American chess grandmaster like Naroditsky. Naroditsky is sponsored. Maybe by chess.com or something. Whoa, check this out. Man, how strong is Ripun? Seems like nightmarishly strong, doesn't he? 1840? It was a good year. Yeah, the Sam Shanklin whiskey. He just resigned. Dude. You had a good position. You're like the Pomniachi School of Time Management. The goal is to see how much you have left when you resign. Whoever has more time left when they resign. He was actually winning when I played Queen A7. It was hard to find a move here, though. Because E5 is a big threat, and Rook B1 is a big threat. And Knight C4 is a big threat. I honestly couldn't find a move. I guess I should play like Bishop C7 preemptively, but then he has Rook B1. I don't know, what am I supposed to play here? Bishop C5. Did that on the next move. Ironically, Queen C7 was okay. I thought I was like lost because of E5. Somehow that doesn't work. I don't get it. How does that not work? Bishop takes E5. Bishop takes... I missed this in between move. Damn. Just doesn't take his time. All right. So guys, we have more than an hour left. Yes, Sasterby, that's what we need. Like wrestling or something. Grandmasters with face tats. Why are there 7 viewers? Should I change my title to... Alright. I have 7 viewers. I'm just gonna cancel Wednesday streams. Why am I doing this with 7 viewers? No, let's watch Grandmaster Gari. Why would anybody wanna do that? Alright. Puzzles and more puzzles. Puzzles and more puzzles. And more superficial. More superficial. And more superficial stuff. Alright. Let's see, that should increase our viewership. Maybe like 3-fold. Yesterday when I had like Stafford Gambit Masterclass. The other thing that's funny is like if you go to Twitch and you see they're like completely random guys with like 1,500 viewers. I don't understand. Like, who's watching that? Are they bots? People must have bots. There must be some streamers who have hooked up, like, tons of bots to watch them. I saw one guy who's a complete noob with 1,500 viewers. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be really hard for Twitch to keep that under control. as time goes by, it just gets like more and more difficult to negate these people from getting bots to follow them. I mean, there's like a GM streaming and another reasonable streamer, and this totally random noob had like 3 times as much as them. Whatever, it's crazy. I don't care if I have 7 viewers. I play Atomic. No, I don't play Atomic. I don't play Rated. No, sorry. Rated. Well, he's actually challenging me to. Wait, he's challenging me to correspondence. Okay, we'll save that for later. I thought it was Atomic. He's just named I Play Atomic. Wednesday is my worst stream day for some reason. We never have many viewers on Wednesdays. Maybe I should do something else. Maybe I should just play noobs. Jess Eber, welcome. So where's the Blitz challenges today? World Championship doesn't start for another hour. So there's no excuse with that. I've lived here since a long time, on and off. Not 12 months out of the year. I mean, I used to go back to the United States. Not so much now, but I've been living here since at least 2008, and I actually spent a lot of time here even earlier. Not really living here necessarily, but I've been in Hungary a lot since 2004. I've been like a legal resident since at least 2009. It's very affordable compared to, not compared to how it was when I first came here back in the 90s, but it's more affordable than living in the United States. Yeah. I mean, I would have to raise my rates for lessons if I moved back to the United States. I live in Hungary to pass the savings on to the consumers. Okay, Viking beer from Reunion Island. I mean, prices are going up worldwide. Hungary is much more expensive than it used to be. It used to be much, much cheaper than like Western Europe, but not as much anymore. Cost of living is still less than the major Western European countries, but many things are comparable. Yeah, inflation is here, but not as bad as some places. Inflation's everywhere. Viking beer. How did you come up with the name Viking beer anyway? Oh, well, like, okay, so the cranberry sauce thing, I couldn't find cranberry sauce, so I ordered from a delivery site like some preserves that were basically cranberry and blueberry sort of combo. It was actually really good. Some imported cranberry blueberry preserves, basically from France or something like that. It was really good, but pretty much like half blueberry. It was really tasty though, so it was a good. I saw one like expatriate food blogger who basically said the same thing, like, you can't find cranberry sauce in Budapest, so don't even bother. Just buy some kind of jam or preserves instead. Yeah, it worked. That was what she recommended as well. Previously I had found, like canned cranberry sauce, but it's pretty not in demand, so naturally it's almost impossible. Nobody in Hungary is going to buy like canned cranberry sauce. I mean, it just doesn't make sense for them to stock some kind of product like that. Cranberries are not really commonly, used here. Do I like Palinka? I like Palinka, but it's extremely dangerous. And it gives you a really nasty hangover. Especially if you drink like homemade, which I have a lot of. Have had a lot of. Yeah. We have very close relatives and friends in Transylvania who will give me homemade Palinka. I had a huge bottle of homemade Palinka, but I couldn't drink it. It's just brutal. I just like kind of gave it away as gifts and stuff. It's extremely toxic. It makes vodka look like a soft drink. It's alcohol made from fermented fruit. It's like brandy basically, like strong brandy. The most common is from pears here. Actually, that's not true. The most common is from plums, and then the second most common is from pears. But it's a lot of variants between like gourmet, homemade, and like mass-produced varieties. But I try to stay away from it because it's very, very nasty. It just gives you a very nasty hangover. So this is like a mainline Queen's Gambit, except Bishop on f4 doesn't seem really right. Palinka is not good for your chess. It's not good for anything. It's good for knocking you out. I mean, I can drink vodka. Of course, the quality of that would be important too. Depends on how distilled something is, But the homemade Palinka, that's really like not very distilled. It's brutal. Viking Beer obsessed with A3. So if you play D5, you liquidate everything, and it's basically a draw. Isolated pawn. Oh, Viking Beer, you challenged me to the wrong time control. You always do that. Viking Beer is living in the past when I played 7+3 challenges. Did that last time. We're supposed to be playing 5+3 to give more people a chance to play, but he slipped it past the radar. I actually like it better to have more time. 5-minute chess is too fast to talk about the games and try to commentate here. I can't really do both very well. I can play well, or I can commentate deeply, but doing both, I tend to struggle. Yesterday we had a tournament, this time control, 7+3. Yeah, well, Sona Timex. I had a grandmaster friend like that. But I would say they play bullet chess, so they don't have to put their ego on the line. I think that's a big part of it. You can be like, oh, whatever, you know, it doesn't matter if you lose. Although I know like Hikaru would freak out and people would still get really angry when they lose. But still, in a sense, you don't quite have to put your ego on the line as much. You can forget about it if you lose. It's just a bullet game. Chess for me is stressful. And I used to play tons of Blitz, but I don't have time now to play tons of Blitz. So I'm really rusty. I sacrificed a piece. What do I have for it? Well, not exactly, right? I sacrificed a piece. What do I have for it? Let's say it again. Sing it again, Sam. I have Queen A5 here. It's a pretty funkadelic move. Queen A5, Bishop E6. Bishop takes C3. Rook takes A5. Bishop takes D2. This seems to work. No, I mean I stand against bullet chess. I think it's not chess. You know, but it's no different than watching tic-tac videos. Tic-tac. That's another Hungarian thing. Tic-tac is tick-tock. Maybe that's how TikTok was created, but whatever. No, I don't play bullet chess. It's a waste of time. I already waste enough time on chess. I don't need bullet too. That'd be like a second sport. That's even more of a waste of time than chess in the first place. Whoa. He malfunctioned. That's a crazy move, dude. Bishop takes d6, bishop takes e6. So he actually has something here. Except for the fact that it probably doesn't work. I should just take on c3, I guess. Damn, I don't know if this even works. Hoppa. That was a nice try. Now I'm down in exchange, but I have compensation. No, bishop e4 was... I have to say, like, he was, resourceful, yes. I haven't played enough with him to really definitively comment on his style, but, yeah, we're gonna have to be careful here. He could play queen takes c3, but I don't know. I think he's not AI, no. He's a friend of ours. I was going to say I think he needs to work on his tactics, but his creativity is good. Here's another tactic, like kind of playing for b4, hoping for b4. What about a5? Not many viewers today. It's been a very slow day. I don't know what it is with Wednesdays. Wednesdays, there's always less viewers than Mondays and Fridays. But as soon as I changed it to, as soon as I changed the stream title to puzzles and more superficial stuff, we immediately like had more viewers. So here's another trap. Are you serious? B4? Holy crap, that almost wins. So I'm actually in some serious trouble here, it looks like. After queen b3. He's worked this pin against me. Wow. I'm dropping my b5 pawn. That's massively important. This is a serious problem. My king is in the wrong place. The king is in the worst possible place. I mean, it needs to be on like g7. He did that move. Why? Doesn't really help him. Queen a3 check. Now I need to unpin. Can I pick a worse square? Where am I supposed to put my rook there? Like a8 is losing a rook, b8 is a self pin, c8 was unprotected and allowed rook takes b4. Get me out of here. Yeah, he's like doing nothing. Missing his windows of opportunity. He could play that. I was gonna say, like, why not try it? Now I can actually do bishop d2. I can also take. I mean, my original plan was to take it. We have enough material for the queen. The problem is the alright, let's do it. The problem is the e6 square. I could keep it protected with like rook e1 though. So he can do something like queen a7 or that. Black's better here, but I don't know that I'm winning. This was really, it's been a rocky day. The engine says I'm winning, okay. So I was winning. Wow, man. I mean, you have me a little freaked out. Rook d8 was a bad move. So he was okay at one moment. Here. Queen c2 blunder. So he has an even better move? Wow. What? A5? Double question mark. Okay. So he's supposed to play queen d3 instead of queen b3. But check this position out. He had bishop takes e6. I saw that. But I missed that he has just this. My problem was that I underestimated this. And now here, here. I might be lost. A5. I have 2 connected passed pawns, but not any longer. Fighting for a draw here. Yeah, another crazy game. Viking Beer with 126 and a pawn loss, and me with 97. What is wrong with me? Chess Eber, you're probably right. Dude, that's like the highest cent upon loss I've had in a game in a long time. I played relatively well last night. We had a rapid tournament. I won 7-0, and I had a 2700 performance rating in this exact time control. I didn't play any games last night that approached like 97 cent upon loss. Like, I don't know what's up with me here. Agnes Karajewski, thanks for subscribing. We also had a follow from Dao Kong Doi 2011. Astrobate, you may add a game for analysis. We've got an analysis stream tomorrow night. So if any of the subscribers would like to submit a game, as Astrobate has done, please do so. Alright, thanks for submitting that game, Astrobate. We've got 5 challenges. Now that I made it boring puzzle stream, I've got 4 challenges. Nicodemus, Demonius, Ivan, Rohan, and GM Sean. Alright, is anybody a subscriber among that group? Maybe not. Nicodemonius, I think we played once before. Crush some subscribers. Yeah, I mean, my stream time is a little early. Oh, I am Chess, what are you? You're Ivan, okay. We'll play next. Sorry. And Nicodemonius is too. Alright, so cool. These guys are both subscribers. So I'm trying to play unusual openings. He played the B4. Trying to get in touch with my creative side. Seriously, it's hard to play something creative against B4. 3 a.m. defense. I believe this makes some sense. We're setting up a pawn wall. Hi, my name is Bill, and I have a chess problem. So original idea was to play for e5, but then I decided this diagonal was too weak. So we're gonna try something slightly modified here. Uncle Buck. Yeah, this is good for white. White is just better in this position. I guess I have to try d5 objectively. This looks like the only thing that makes sense. Trying to take out his strong point. Violent response. Yeah, okay, fine. That's good. Trying to tear down my center. It's a good strategy. Objectively, c4 is a nice move. Objectively, that is. Yeah, I literally don't know what to do here. You saw a video on b4 c5? Really? Wow, that's crazy. Never would have. I never would have imagined that. That was literally good. I kind of hate my position, but it's not that bad. Yeah, I wouldn't. I actually thought about it when I was thinking about like weird moves you could play, and I don't think that seems right. But I guess the idea is like takes an e5 or something. b4 c5 takes e5. Is that the point? Chess zebra. This guy's big on that queenside space. He's big on queenside space. Yeah, I'm in serious trouble here. I might just be lost, honestly. I was lost. Now I can play d4. I'm a moron. I mean, if he plays like cd5, cd5, I'm in serious trouble, I think. g6. I like d5, but maybe it's not best. But I think he messed up here. You don't want to let me play this and turn it into a good Benoni. Well, I didn't realize I was winning a piece till now. Sorry about that. How long have I been winning a piece in this position? Damn. That's embarrassing. I'm telling you, I'm not right. Actually, maybe I'm not winning a piece. Wow. Well, this is always unprotected. There's some pretty crazy lines. Like what happens if knight takes d4, queen d4, knight d5, queen b2. Yeah, I'm knight e7 check, king h8. I'm probably getting out with my extra piece. He's taking knight e7 check and knight c8 actually. Dude, seriously? Knight takes d4. He's down a piece. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm up a piece there at the end. He loses a piece. Sometimes you hallucinate pieces come back to life and stuff. That's what I was doing. Imagining his knight on f3 was still on the board at the end of the combination is a classic hallucination. So he just simply lost a piece. I mean, how many moves did I not play it when I could have won a piece here? So it starts when he castles. It only became a thing when he castled and his bishop no longer has bishop f1. For certain. Hurtin for certain. Speaking of confusing the game, that's what Nepomniachtchi should have tried to do. Should have tried to do? Should have tried to have done? I'm not even sure about how to speak anymore. Yeah, I mean he has a nice center, but it's not quite enough compensation. The potential is there though. And actually queen d7, bishop g4 is strong. Don't let the center run. Tactics. Yeah, this is awkward. I don't really know. There's knight e6, knight g5, I guess. My knights have some funky squares going on. This doesn't even work. I have bishop c5 now. It should work. Yeah. I feel like not bad for Nippo. I don't know. He should have planned his match strategy better. Felt it like it was like a psychological meltdown when he lost the 130 move game, but this guy's been through a lot of top level chess. I mean, he's played Magnus before. It's hard to say what's going on with people. You don't know. Maybe he broke up with his girlfriend or something. You never know, like maybe there's some third party thing going on. Some reason why he's not himself. What's going on with people? Yeah, that was a weird game. Has anyone ever actually played this? I'm down to 81 cent upon loss in this game. 68. So we're really... Wow, no one has ever played knight h6. Well, at least not in the master. Master versus master level. Yeah, it was weird to melt down. I agree. The last game is like time management, 50 minutes left and blunder a piece. The other b5 freak out. The game he lost, the first game he lost, it seemed like he was irrationally like trying to win and like flag Magnus or something, like he was some noob 2500. Yeah, all of it like was weird. Honestly. It all felt weird. But as I said on my last stream, it just gives me more respect for Caruana. How tough he played Magnus in the last match. Yeah, I mean, clearly h5 is a better move than knight h6. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. This, not that I'm tearing down the Pomniachi, but to take it a different way, it gives me more respect for what those guys did, you know? Just to show how amazingly Caruana and Karyakin fought against this guy to draw their matches. You know, gives me all that much more. It's all that much more impressive how they did against him and lost in rapid, but still, Caruana had a legit chance, and I mean, so did Karyakin, who was actually winning at one point. It's but I still go on record as saying I don't like the method for determining the candidate for the World Championship. It sort of doesn't make sense that like one tournament, like one random tournament is going to determine who is the challenger for the World Championship. Like the variance of one tournament is extremely high in statistics. Anybody could win that one tournament. You know, it's not a good method for determining who plays for the World Championship. It's just not. Like, you could have a series of 10 tournaments or something like that. Or matches like they used to do. But it's sort of silly to have the World Championship hinge on the results of one tournament. It's just not a good system. It's not statistically relevant, you know, at all. They should like have it so it's more like the Grand Prix type of thing or something, where it's like 10 tournaments, you know, who has the best result after 10 tournaments total, or something like that. You know, you get a much better. You get a much better picture of who the second best player, the best challenger is. You know. But you still have to qualify for it? No, but still. Have those 10 people play 10 tournaments, not one tournament. And you'll usually get a much better indication of who the best player is that way. I don't think that Nepomniachtchi would win, you know, if you ran the candidates. Say you ran the candidates 10 times, if you talk about it like in poker hand terms. It would be probably Caruana or Ding Liren or one of the rating favorites. Maybe even rating. Highest rating qualifies is better. I just feel like we have a random World Championship candidate every time. Obviously the match system is better. Wow, is this for real? You can do that? Knight takes b5, queen b7? Huh. It looks like he's dropping a pawn, but actually he has knight takes b5, queen b7, or queen b8. No, queen b7. Knight takes b5, queen b7. And he gets the e4 pawn back. I have intermezzo with e5. Think a lot. I just decided to just do it and we'll see what happens. Maybe e5. e5, knight h5, for example. Just do it. Not a good strategy, the just do it. So our opponent just blundered. And queen b7 stays out of range and you keep pressure on this. And you're defending your rook. Queen c6 is a blunder because you let me come back to d4. Now I have time to defend my pawn. I think you're like fully okay after queen b7. Fully. Thankfully, most of our opponents are honest players. The vast majority. Alright, so now my e4 pawn. How do we protect it to bishop b7 threat? I'm gonna have to play like queen d3. Now I've got to watch for that. Probably not an issue. Well, he's probably not listening. I don't know. You know, a lot of people turn off the chat because it's distracting to listen to me make suggestions. He may be not listening. I didn't know you meant it like that. I don't know how I could have played knight d5. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm in a weird place. I don't know why I didn't expect Queen C7, honestly. Because I didn't expect Queen C7, Sona, that's why I missed Knight D5. He played a move I didn't expect. And you have these like preconceived plans, and it was like, oh, okay. Didn't realize I can play Knight D5. Yes, you're probably right. Like, Knight D5 was extremely strong. Of course it was. When the opponent plays a move you don't expect, it's upsetting psychologically. Or at least, like, you know, your preconceived ideas now are down the toilet. I did not anticipate that. So now it's too late for Knight D5. I've been thinking about, like, sort of trying to play Bishop F2 at some point. Sort of. He's got this Knight H5 thing. Guess I can play Knight E2. Very awkward, though. If Queen C6... Knight G3 is like the worst square ever. There's nothing worse than Knight G3. Try to always avoid playing that move. It's always the worst possible square. Yeah, I don't know, my brain is just not in a good place this morning. Last night I was playing pretty well. I'm like foggy headed, can't calculate, can't think clearly. Need to go for a long walk. Yeah, but this is an E4 opening. We're talking that's D4. It's a little different, but yeah, I see your point. King's Indian and Benoni. Knight G3 can be good. It's true. It's not impossible. In certain setups. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of hate my position. My E4 pawn is weak. I've got this pressure here on the other pawn all the time. Black's menacing me with central pawn advances. The other thing is, if you play Knight G3, you get hit by H5, H4, which is the worst. The worst thing that can happen. Now I'm making like an arbitrary move. I want to go here. As a means of attacking. No, he's back in that square again, on that square again. Maybe I put my rook on the wrong square before. I should have played rook AE1 probably. But I was afraid of the D file. How many tempi have I wasted here? No, I'm good with time. You need to take your time, especially in increment. Yesterday, the Pagliacci lost with like 50 minutes on the clock. Time management is really important. Yeah, Wednesday. We have 9 viewers. Where is everybody today? Yeah. Now knight h5. He's like inducing me to play knight to d5, which isn't really great. g4, knight f4. g4 weakens my king side. This is a really, really weird move. Look at that diagonal. Yes. Right, yeah, I really wanted to weaken my king side with g4. So obviously I could have played bishop takes e7. But now I'm threatening knight c6, which is like strategically strong, but maybe tactically not because of knight takes f4. Now he denied his own threat of knight takes f4 by retreating his queen back. This is going to be another 80 cent upon loss for both sides. Now black is spatially crushed. We both made tons of mistakes. Back and forth. I have time for another challenge. GM Sean, are you a subscriber? Is either... Yeah, he's hanging his rook. Is either of these players a subscriber? Yeah. No, I mean, he's messed this up. We both played badly. Okay, this is a good try. Yeah, now he has that idea. This is like a 4 pawns attack. King's in the end now. Speaking of the king's in the end. It doesn't look good for black. He's like spatially in trouble. I don't care about the b2 pawn, whatever. He was threatening knight f4. He's tricky. He's tricky. Look at this. I mean, if I move my king to the other side, my rook is unprotected in the event of something like g5. It looks safe enough on f1. The queen and the bishop both guard g3. I mean, b2 pawn is protected. Everything's protected now. Okay, I should have probably... Yeah, this is a good move. Uh-oh. Yeah. There's not some kind of crazy mate. Bishop e5, bishop h4. He has some chances here. I can always give back material if I have to. Now g4. No, I mean, you got to make the differentiation between increment and sudden death. They're very different time controls. No, he still has knight f5 here. All right. Not fully awake today. We are gonna see the World Championship start soon, so let's play another game or two. I am out of here. I'm not streaming the World Championship. What's left of the World Championship. I kind of feel sorry for the people who are streaming the World Championship. It's sort of hopeless at this point. You have to go through the motions of like a foregone conclusion. There's some guy he has a title for his stream of the Magnus Carlsen Nepo waiting room. Okay, that sounds exciting. Alright, let's go with h4. Yeah, I can't wait for this next exciting game. The only thing that's almost exciting as this World Championship is like the waiting room for the unimportant last few games to be played. The only thing worse than the World Championship is the World Championship waiting room. Like, dude, seriously, maybe the worst World Championship match ever. I thought it's probably, you know, in the same category with Anand, Magnus Carlsen. It's about that interesting. Whereas in Anand's case, like, I made the case a lot of times that I don't think he seriously believed he could win it. He was just going through the motions. Even if he could win it, you know, I don't think Anand believed he could, so he didn't really care that much, it felt like. He wasn't trying that hard. I hated those World Championship matches with Anand and Carlsen. It was totally uninteresting. Karyakin and Caruana were great, you know. Those were good matches. I hate that they were decided by rapid chess, which I don't think even counts, but the Magnus Carlsen, the Nepomniachtchi waiting room? Damn, dude. Boring puzzle sounds better. Alright, we're transposing to World Championship Grifters. Just put Magnus Carlsen in your stream title. You're guaranteed to have more viewers. I have zero interest in watching that anymore. There's nothing less exciting than a match where like the conclusion is foregone. You went to iBet and you bet on Nepo's comeback. You could probably bet live in Vegas. Wait, do you have sports betting? Masturbate in Nevada? Do they have sports betting? I know they have it in New Jersey. Maybe they don't have it in Nevada. How does it work? The odds must be ridiculous. If it happens, I'll be like, fix. This is totally rigged. Seriously, if Nepomniachtchi won 3 games in a row, like the entire world would be like, Okay, the whole match is like fixed for betting purposes. That's the only possible, the only possible explanation. There's no way. But on the other hand, if they were going to fix the match, they'd probably make it more believable. No, I don't think so. You would have to get 1,000 to 1 odds, honestly. Dude, imagine if it was like really, really good odds. They'll never give you odds like that. Is there even a prop bet of that sort? No, if Nepo wins 2 and draws 1, then Carlsen wins. Doesn't Nepo have to win 3 to tie the match? Right? Yeah. He's -3. He has to win to tie the match. Tie goes to champ, right? Not in this stupid world. Tie goes to the champ, but first they have to go through the circus of rapid and blitz games. They have to make a series of very stupid, meaningless rapid and blitz games. Yeah, the long shot bets are fun though. I was talking about this prop bet that some guy won betting on the winner of the American League Baseball like MVP before the season started. He bet like a massive amount of money and got paid 50 to 1. Something like that. That's nice. But you never hear about the people that lost all their money with these long shot bets. The only thing you hear about are the miracles. GM Sean. It's like what am I trying to say? Right. Oh, the sportsbook lost so much money. Yeah, but there's another like 10 guys who lost tons of money with similar sort of bets. You don't hear about that. What am I doing here? Seriously. I couldn't find a good move. Now I think he has a decent position. Where's my knight? It's going to go here or what? Maybe knight f1? What am I doing here? Seriously. Bishop takes. Seriously, is Magnus going to be like 2,900? No, he's not going to win every game. But wait, let me understand something. So if Magnus wins one more game, then if he even draws, are they going to play out the last games? How does that work? Are they going to really like play it out if the match is over? Because that's not right. They can't expect Pamiachi to play it out. Wouldn't the match just be over? If this game was a draw today? But you can't make him play when the match is over. That's like giving his rating points away. Wait, Juicebox Wizard. No, how can you expect him to play when he has no chance of winning the match anymore? They discussed it today. So what's the point? What's Friday? They're really going to keep playing the games? That's bullshit. Because of some contractual obligation, he's not allowed to resign. Agnes Kardusky said Novici clearly said it's over after the first gets 7-4. 7.5. Yeah, right. Right. Well, of course. No, they shouldn't ever make him play when it's over. It's not the Major League Baseball, or English Premier League or something. This is a chess match. It's over. You can't expect him to keep playing. Maybe they'll try to force him to. But I don't agree with it. It's continuous. It's a continuation of stupidity. No, what happened when Anand played Carlsen? And he was lost. Did they keep playing? Does anyone remember? Yeah, Rohan played the same way against me last time, but this actually makes sense. Now rook e1 makes sense to avert like bishop h3. Well, I'm afraid it probably is in their contract. That's very likely that it would be connected to some kind of contractual thing. Totally out of touch. Guys, I gotta go. Thanks for watching, tuning in. Tomorrow night there will be subscriber stream with game analysis. So please submit games and tune in. This is almost I guess there I should just chill, not take on h2 right away. Technically that was probably a mistake. Right, but there's probably some penalty, Asterbate, if he withdraws early. They have to make him suffer a humiliating. He has to do 3 more humiliating interviews with Maurice Ashley. Three more humiliating post-game interviews. My favorite moment of the chess tournament is when I get in my car and I go home. So Agnes Kardusky says Game 12 from 2014 wasn't played. It's just a question of their contract, I guess. Remember when Maurice congratulated him on a long, hard fight in the round 5 loss? Yeah, I was ranting about Maurice earlier. Gotta get some new blood in the chess commentary circle. Maurice is like older than me. I agree, Juicebox. He's certainly not introverted. Yeah, he was always very outgoing. He is going to come off weird with like introverted chess nerds. That's all. It's awkward, you know. Watching someone like Maurice interact with the quintessential introverted chess nerd. You feel for the introverted chess nerd a little bit. Like, what's he supposed to do? fielding these weird questions from the sort of ultra outgoing Maurice. Yeah, I mean, Svidler again is, he's a class act, extremely strong player, and he's well spoken. I mean, Maurice isn't. It's not that Maurice isn't well spoken, but he kind of, like I said, he tries to sort of dumb it down too much, making it like sports commentary. No, I like Svidler too. Svidler would be a better choice. For a match commentator. Absolutely. Plus, he's just a much, much stronger player than Maurice. He personally knows the players better. Man, this guy is defending this really well. I'm not saying, you have to be a great player. I'm an IM, not a GM. But I mean, Svidler has that rare combination of being an elite player and very well spoken. I agree. Maurice is not an elite player. And he's not as well spoken either. I mean, I just hung a pawn here. I'm tired. I don't know what to do. I'm like frozen. I couldn't make progress. I should have played something random like f5. Damn, dude. He's like so busy grabbing that pawn that he didn't even see it was hanging. God. Does this guy like defending or what? Yeah, I gotta go. I think my opponent, we could safely say he likes defending. He's good at defense. Didn't you do well in the $1 Million Chess Tournament in Minnesota that Ashley helped organize? No, I never played in that. I was here, man. I was over here when he did that. That I did not attend. No, I never played in a Maurice Ashley organized $1 Million tournament. I played in a tournament once in Marshall that he helped to organize. Before that, back in 2003. I've never been in Minnesota. White is an 1830. Nice defense, though. Okay, this closed English is tough. F5. Maybe, maybe not. He's defending like really, really brutally. How is he 1700? 1800? 1830. Yeah, 1700 rapid. 1700 bullet, 1800. Damn, this is going to take hours to finish this game. I think it'll be like move 100 if I can win. I need a billionaire chess aficionado. Yeah, but no Republican donors, please. Nobody from... I don't want like somebody from Missouri to be my patron. Sorry. Missourian billionaires need not apply. I don't want to be owned by a billionaire. Oh my god, he even offered a draw. I have to send Christmas cards with guns on them. I'm not a beggar. I don't have any interest in that. That's why I don't stream on chess.com. I could have like 1,000 viewers or something. But I don't want to be a beggar. Yeah, we're already owned by billionaires enough. You know, seriously. I like lichess because it's open source. We're not supporting, you know. That's different. The well-to-do lady chess fan. There's a lot of those around. Just can't even keep track of them. There's so many. I can't even keep track of them. I won't make any comment on that. We'll never rule anything out. No, I mean, I just hate the billionaire for buying chess grandmasters in the first place. I think it's sort of disgusting. Private, and his private U.S. championship. Buying the U.S. championship as well is just gross. The United States Chess Federation sold out. For the rest of my life, like the U.S. championship will be in St. Louis, Missouri, the chess center of the world. Right. I've been waiting to play F5 forever, but we finally have called on it. The guy offered me a draw earlier. That's harsh. I'm so foggy-headed. At least hotels are cheap in St. Louis. Yeah, I wonder why. Alright, what am I going to do here? He saw my will weakening. Maybe. Wait, rook takes, bishop takes, check? And he even has a move there. How is this guy 1800 again? It's a little suspicious. So what am I doing? King h6. He actually lost on time. Maybe white is winning this. I'm down a rook. I'm down a rook, and I don't know if I have enough for the compensation. Actually, I had it under control for the whole game except for one moment here at the end. I was lost for one move. Queen d2 was my first massive blunder. I'm better still. Down a rook. $67 upon loss for both sides. Yeah, my form is bad. I gotta go, guys. We'll be back tomorrow night. I'll try not to be so foggy-headed. Enjoy what's left of the World Championship if you can. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye.